Hi guys, this is Elizabeth from Alexandria's Private Tuition, and today I thought I'd go through just a quick revision on the power and conflict poetry. I know the exam is tomorrow, so I really hope that this helps somebody. So, power and conflict. When we think about power and conflict, it's really important that we think about the words individually. Okay? So, the cluster of poems is not just about control or dominance, it's about who has a voice, who is silenced, and how individuals respond to the pressures of that power and that conflict. So, throughout the cluster of poems, we see abuse of power where leaders and systems or institutions control others through fear, violence, or oppression. We also see internal power where characters battle with guilt, mortality, or emotional resilience. We also see this idea of powerlessness where individuals are voiceless or erased by society, war, or politics. Similar, conflict isn't always physical. It can also be internal. So this idea like um, emotional trauma, guilt, or moral conflict. And it can also be external in terms of like war, violence, and political control. So both types of conflict deeply impact identity. They force the speaker to question who they are, what they value, and how they see the world around them. Basically, kind of like questioning their place within society. So, I've clustered the poems together. So, if we think about power of humans, institutions, and oppression, in the poems I've got listed below, we see the power of human authority is presented as destructive, temporary, and often abusive. So this really kind of like shines a negative light on humanity. Shelley exposes how rulers like Ozymandias are forgotten despite their arrogance. Blake presents London as a city trapped by social and political chains, criticizing those in power for exploiting the vulnerable. So when he talks about runs in blood down palace walls and how the hapless soldier cries, he's actually talking about the political aspects of power. Then we've got Browning in My Last Duchess reveals how toxic masculinity reduces women to possessions, while in Agard, Checking Out My History, challenges the colonial control of education, demanding that suppressed identities should be reclaimed. So all in all, the power of humans in this cluster of poems isn't necessarily presented in a positive way. It's almost presented in a really kind of like arrogant and selfish way in an attempt to gain power by any means necessary. So across the poem, power is fragile, dangerous, and often used to oppress others rather than